There's a version of you that used to feel everything. Not just feel it. Absorb it. Like music could physically move through you. Like a summer afternoon could last forever. Like the future was this enormous, terrifying, beautiful thing. And somehow that felt good. You remember that version. You just can't find them anymore. At some point, you don't know exactly when, something shifted. The intensity dialed down. The aliveness got quieter. And you told yourself it was just growing up. That this was what maturity felt like. That the people who still felt things that deeply were just immature. But there's a comment someone wrote once, just a person online at 2 a.m. who said, "I feel like when people grow up, they get mind wiped. They forget what being young actually felt like." 6,000 people liked it. 6,000 people who recognized that feeling. That quiet erasure. Because here's what nobody tells you about growing up. You don't just gain responsibilities. You don't just gain wisdom. You lose something. Something specific. Something that doesn't have a name, but you know exactly what it is because you can feel its absence like a room where furniture used to be. Think about the last time music hit you the way it did at 15. Not pleasantly. Not as background. But hit you. Moved through you. Made you feel like someone had written a song specifically about the thing living inside your chest that you couldn't put into words. When was that? For some of you it was recent. For others, it's been a while. And if you're honest, you might not even remember the last time. There's a concept in psychology called peak emotional experiences. Moments of such intense feeling that they imprint differently on memory. Studies show teenagers have more of them per week than any other age group. Not because their lives are more dramatic, but because their nervous systems are literally more open, more permeable, less defended. They feel more because they haven't yet learned to protect themselves from feeling. And here's the twist. What you call growing up might actually be a long, slow process of building walls. Every disappointment. Every moment you cared too much and felt stupid for it. Every time the world didn't meet you at the intensity you brought to it. You learned. You calibrated. You turned the dial down. Not because you wanted to. Because it hurt less. Someone wrote, "I've lost my cheerful optimism and it's been replaced by consequence-driven overthinking." That's not a personality change. That's damage control. Think about a specific summer. Doesn't matter which one. You know the one I mean. The summer that felt infinite. Where certain songs were tied to certain nights, tied to certain feelings that you can almost but not quite get back to when you hear them now. Where time moved differently. Where the future felt like it could be anything. You weren't naive then. You were open. And the world spent years teaching you that open is dangerous. Here's what I want you to sit with. The people around you who seem the most alive, the ones who still get excited, still feel things deeply, still let music wreck them, they're not immature. They just refuse to close all the way. They got hurt too. They learned the same lessons. They just decided, somewhere along the way, that the cost of staying open was worth paying. And maybe you're reading this because some part of you knows that something died when you stopped being a teenager. Not your naivety. Not your immaturity. Your permeability. Your willingness to be moved. A 16-year-old wrote this recently and I haven't stopped thinking about it. She said, "I just want to feel alive." Just that. 5 words. And I think about how many of you, at 20, 30, 40, still have that sentence somewhere inside you. Still want the thing you had and lost and can't quite name. The question isn't whether that part of you died. The question is whether you buried it. Or just stopped visiting.